What's up? Let me tell you about 4 hacks that I wish I would have known when I first started this hobby. The first hack is how we siphon the aquariums. Now, back in the day, we all had a hose that looked a little like this. And then you have to manually start the siphon, meaning that you're sucking on one end and the water is going to come out the aquarium and you siphon the aquarium. The next step is this one right here. This one is one of the ones I would recommend. You get the one with the little pump. It allows you to pump the hose and siphon the tank instead of you actually having to put your mouth on the water hose. It eliminates you getting water in your mouth. The next way I would recommend, this is by far the best way of doing it, you get you a pump. You pump the water out of your aquarium. You can make the hose as long as you want it. But this will allow the aquarium to siphon faster, more efficient, and you don't get any water in your mouth. Hack number 2 is how we fill up the aquariums. Now, a lot of us, me included, you started off dumping buckets of water in the aquarium. That's one way of doing it, but, you could upgrade it. Let me show you how you do that. So here's a 4-way valve that allows me to fill up my aquariums a lot faster. You could get a 4-way or 2-way. All that means is that you could connect the water hose right here to a sink and you could fill up your aquarium extremely fast without ever having to lug around any buckets. The next step and next level with creating something like this. This manifold right here allows me to simply cut on the water, open up one of the valves to my aquariums, and fill up the tank without ever having to lug around a hose. Again, either way is good, but definitely get you a 2 or 4-way so you can fill up your aquariums. The next hack number 3 I want to tell you about is filter media and filter bags. I mean, we have these aquariums and we know that we got to buy media for them. A lot of the times on the back of the packaging when we buy our filters or the media that it comes with, it'll say, hey, swap this out every 30 days, things like that. First of all, you don't need to do that. You could rinse the media and keep using it. Until it starts breaking down, you could keep using it. But here's the hack that I found. These are Dollar Tree items. These are bags on the Dollar Tree. You get 3 for $1.25. You don't ever have to buy filter bags again from any of your local fish stores or big box stores like PetSmart, Petco. And then we got the little pot scrubbers. Now, I love these pot scrubbers because you could put them inside of a hang on the back filter. You could put them in your canister filter. You could put them in your sump. Any filter you want. Obviously not a sponge filter, but any of the other filters that you would like, you can add these to them. And this is $1.25 per bag. Another benefit of having these pot scrubbers is that you could literally put them in an aquarium that's already housing fish. And if you know you're going to set up an aquarium in the future, maybe a month down the line, you can remove the pot scrubbers that you had in that aquarium, add them to your new aquarium that you just set up, and jumpstart the cycling process. This is one way that you could immediately jumpstart the cycling process without having to buy the beneficial bacteria in a bottle. Now, again, if you're just starting out, you're probably going to need to grab some of that beneficial bacteria. But if you already have an established aquarium, get you some pot scrubbers, get you some kind of media, throw it inside that aquarium, and about 2 weeks to a month down the line, when you want to set up this new aquarium, you could easily just add the media from that aquarium that's set up, and you could jumpstart that aquarium. It's just one of the ways that you could save money. And again, if you don't like the coloration of those pot scrubbers, you could go all blue, all green, all red, all yellow, whatever color you want, if you want to have it color coordinated. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you all about is the natural way of filtering your aquarium. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Plants is a wonderful and natural way of helping us filter our aquariums. It is working with nature. The plants remove the phosphates and the nitrates from the water. So if you have a community tank such as this and you can have plants inside of the aquarium, fantastic. If you can't and you have aggressive fish, there's still a way for you to manage and have plants in that aquarium. Let me show you that. Just like this, you could have a DIY above the tank sump. You can make it look as nice as you want it to look, but you could grow plants in there and it will remove the nitrates and the phosphates from your aquarium. You don't have to go without the natural filtration on your aquarium. All right, I hope that helps you. I just wanted to give you 4 of the hacks that I wish I would have known in the beginning when I first started out this hobby. It would have made things a lot easier. And if you're just getting started, I hope this helps you. Have a good one.